Let's talk about the Supreme Court madness.
What's up, guys?
This is Kyle,
I'm Guy.
and today we're going to go over the March Madness tournament. So, for our constitutional power region, we have the 1 seed, McCulloch versus Maryland. In that, Congress chartered the second bank of the United States. The state of Maryland then passed legislation to impose taxes on the bank. James W. McCulloch, the cashier of the Baltimore branch of the bank, refused to pay the tax. The state appeals court held that the second bank was unconstitutional because the Constitution did not provide a textual commitment for the federal government to charter a bank.
Our weakest link in the constitutional powers and principles region is Gibbons versus Ogden. It is all about a New York state law that gave Robert R. Livingston and Robert Fulton a 20-year monopoly over navigation on waters within state jurisdiction. Aaron Ogden and other competitors tried to force sale of the monopoly that they had. Ogden then filed a lawsuit against Gibbons in New York State Court and received a permanent injunction.
So, from the civil rights region, we have our number 1 seed, Roe versus Wade. Roe, a Texas resident, sought to terminate her pregnancy by abortion. Texas law prohibited abortions except to save the pregnant woman's life. The court held that a woman's right to an abortion fell within the right to privacy. The decision to give a woman a total autonomy over the pregnancy during the first trimester and define different levels of state interest for the second and third trimesters. As a result, the laws of 46 states were affected by the court's ruling.
The civil rights region is our number 8, which is Regents of the UC versus Bake. Alan Bake, a 35-year-old white man, had twice applied for admission to the University of California Medical School at Davis. He was rejected both times. The school reserved 16 places for this program each year. Bake's qualifications, aka all the college GPA and test scores that he had, exceeded those of any of the minority students admitted in the 2 years of Bake's application status. Both of them were rejected once again. In the end, Blake contended, first in the California courts and then the Supreme Court, and he was excluded from admission.
Hey guys, it's Ashley. So for number 1 seed, we have Schneck versus the U.S. In this case, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled on March 3rd, 1990 that the freedom of speech protection afforded in the U.S. Constitution's First Amendment could be restricted if the words spoken. And for the number 8 seed, we have Ankle versus Vital. The New York State Board of Regents authorized a short voluntary prayer for recitation at the start of each school day.
So for the political process region, our 1 seed is Baker versus Carr. Charles W. Baker and other Tennessee citizens alleged that in 1901, law designed to apportion the seats for the state's General Assembly was virtually ignored. Baker's suit detailed how Tennessee's reapportionment efforts ignored significant economic growth and population shifts within the state.
So our number 8 seed in the political process region is Miranda versus Arizona. It's all about Ernesto Miranda being arrested at his house and brought to the police station where he was questioned by the police officers in connection with the kidnapping and rape. After about 2 hours of interrogation, the police obtained a written confession from Miranda. The written confession was admitted into evidence at trial despite the objection of the defense attorney and the fact that the police officers admitted that they had not advised Miranda of his right to have an attorney present during the interrogation. The jury then found Miranda guilty. On appeal, the Supreme Court of Arizona affirmed and held that Miranda's constitutional rights were not violated because he did not specifically request counsel. In round 1, we have some pretty big matchups. In my eyes, though, it's going to come from the constitutional region when it's Dred Scott Stanford versus the U.S. and Lopez. Kyle, on the other hand, has a little bit different views.
I actually think in the civil rights region, Plessy versus Ferguson versus the Regents of the UC versus Blake is a huge matchup.
So in the Sweet 16, we only have one huge matchup, and it comes from the political process region. It's about Shelby County versus Holder and Bush versus Gore.
Guys, it's Ashley coming at you with our top 4 cases. So right now we've got Dred Scott versus Stanford against Schneck versus U.S. And then our second case is Roe versus Wade versus Baker versus Carr. Woo!
Let's go Baker versus Carr.
Yes, sir.
Here are 3 most important cases. Number 1, Korematsu versus the U.S. Number 2, Roe versus Wade. And number 3, Miranda versus Arizona.
Real life.
Sir Korematsu, you can't be here. There's been a specific order for you to no longer be in the U.S.
You know what? Stop telling me to do, you compact dishwasher.
No, you have to go back to your home country.
Why? This is my home.
Under the federal law that you must return home. No Japanese men or women can stay in U.S. territory.
Really?
Yes.
Alright. Honey,
Yes.
I think I'm pregnant.
Okay, great. What do you want to do with the baby?
What do you want to do?
I mean, it's up to you.
It's my body, my choice.
Yeah.
We're in Texas.
Uh-huh.
They just passed the case saying abortions are now legal.
Yeah, Roe versus Wade, right?
Right. So we have options.
Okay, well, it's your choice.
Oh, poo. Yes.
Oh, yeah, hi, sir. So I saw you at the grocery store, and then I was wondering if you stole anything from there. You seem very
What are you
suspicious.
doing in my house?
Oh, I'm just asking you a few questions.
You can't barge in a warrant.
No, I don't.
It's my Fifth Amendment right. Get out
Are
of here.
you sure?
Get out of here.
Okay.
You bum.
Hello.
It's me. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
See ya!